Okay, so hello, lovely. How are you today?
I'm feeling beautiful tonight. And how about you,
So I'm
ma'am?
feeling great. I'm feeling better. So thank you for asking. So again, thank you for accepting our job interview call. And we would like to see if you're fit for the position that you're applying for as social media assistant to our CEO. By the way, our CEO is Main Bailey. We are Owl and Five. And by the way, just a quick review. And I know that you've already read the job post. We are a creative agency focused on social media management and brand development. We are just a startup. We are located in San Francisco, California, and we really wanted someone who could also assist our CEO. So aside from managing the business, we has to have a social media assistant. We're in if ever we will be expanding our business also, we will add our social media marketing efforts. You'll be one of the team's social media assistants that or managers that would could really give contents and post the daily contents, level up our brand, increase our followers, and really invite more business owners to avail of our services. So again, when we saw your proposal, we got interested and we wanted to get to know you more. So first, can you tell me something about yourself?
Okay. My name is Lovely Bailoses. I grew up in Rojas, Zamboanga del Norte, Philippines. Despite the fact that I am a licensed professional elementary teacher, I am currently working as an administrative assistant at a university due to the pandemic. So I am a person who is genuinely enthusiastic, bubbly, and outgoing. I'm also an adventurer who enjoys traveling and meeting new people and seeing new places. So, engaging with people from different backgrounds and listening to different dialects in is always exciting to me. So, I believe that as a teacher also that it is that education is a continuous process. So I want to broaden my knowledge and skills in the field of becoming an online freelancer. So as a result, I made the decision to pursue social media training from DCIT and eventually become a social media manager. So in this simple way, I could be able to financially support my senior citizen mother with my side hustle income.
Okay, that's really good to hear. And I am amazed because of what you're describing of yourself. We really need someone like you who is a self-starter, who is dependable, who has high level of excitement, professionalism, and emotional maturity. And as well as you are an influencer, you love new things, you love learning, and you want someone who is really flexible and who is really open for learnings and trainings as well. So yeah, that's good because you'll be working with our CEO. Yeah, I believe that's the right potential candidate. What your qualities are is what we're looking for. So aside from sharing us your more about you, so can you also share about your strengths?
So yeah, sure. So my strength is my work ethic and my willingness to step in when needed. So I'm not afraid to take on difficult clients or do a project that nobody else wants, because of those are the clients and projects that teach me the most. And also, I typically love to work outside of my job description and do whatever is asked of me. So I'm not above any single task, and I take great pride in my ability to step in and adapt to any situation to get in the best result for the company that I am
Okay,
applying
that's really
for.
Yeah, that's really good to hear because you can think creatively, you can think outside of the box, you can work outside of your comfort zone, and that's really good because yeah, you need someone who's really creative, who can really recommend us good things and who can also go beyond what is expected from her. So that's good. And aside from your strengths, can you also know your weakness?
Yes. Oftentimes, I can be timid when providing constructive feedback to my coworkers or my managers out of fear or hurting someone's feelings. So, however, in my last role, my coworker asked me to edit some of his pieces and provide some feedback for areas of improvement. Though my experience with him, I realized that feedback can be both helpful and kind when delivered the right way. So since then, become better at offering feedback. So and I've realized that my empathy can be used to my advantage to provide thoughtful and productive feedback. So that's it.
Oh, okay, that's good. So, are you a lifelong learner, Lovely? What are you studying at the moment?
So all our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. So that's what Walt Disney famous says. Yes, I think of myself as a lifelong learner. It hadn't taken the DIC. If I hadn't taken the ICT free online training, I would not be where I am today. So as a social media manager, I'd settled. So it's just I'd settled with a job that was plain, typical, and routinary. So and paying me a provincial wage for sitting in a chair in the four corners of the office for 8 hours. So learning is just the foundation for growth. So and I enjoy expanding not only professionally but also in other aspects of my life.
Okay, that's really, really good. So, yeah, that's really, really good. And I love what you have said because we wanted someone who is really who loves learning new things, especially in this role. You have to learn new technology, new apps and software. So we want someone who's really willing to learn and be trained. So aside from that, Lovely, we really also wanted to know that since you have mentioned to us that you're still new to freelancing, since you have already went through the training, and you have mentioned to me that you're in as admin assistant, right?
Yes.
Admin assistant, yes.
Yes.
So since you're new to this industry, yes, right? You're
Yes.
new to
This is
this
my
industry.
first, yeah,
Okay, this
year,
is
first
your
year.
first. Oh my. So this is your first year. So if we decide to hire you, what work can you do for us?
I can work as a social media manager and a graphic designer for your company. And as what you've posted on your site, so it's a social media assistant. So I believe I can do that.
That's really good. So yeah, that's really good, Lovely, because we really need that skills. We really need someone who is really has an experience in social media, and I believe we can really wait for you also to learn new things. And since you have mentioned to us that you're still new to freelancing, but I believe I have this feeling that you can do it. You can be our CEO social media assistant. But by the way, for this role, we would only first offer you on a part-time position since you said to us, you mentioned to us that you're working, and this would just be a part-time position. In the first 3 months, we wanted to evaluate your performance, so we would offer you any 20 hours per week. 4 hours a day, and the time schedule would be 8 p.m. to 12 midnight. So, are you available on the time schedule?
Yes, so I applied for this position because it would work with my schedule as a part-time freelancer. So I am available to work or for at least 20 to 30 hours per week in in that time zone. So I dislike work, but however I dislike working late at night. However, I'm open to any agreement we can teach. So it is preferable if the work hours are flexible during the day.
Okay, that's good. And by the way, Lovely, we wanted to offer you, since this would be a starting role for you, and based on your skills and experience, we wanted to offer you in a $5 per hour. So, are you okay with working for $5 per hour starting salary?
Yes, I'm still, yeah, since this is my first time to do the job and to work um um with you. I'm still in the early stage of my freelancer career. I am willing to accept at a service fee even at least $3 per hour.
Okay, that's not. Don't worry. We would increase that based on your work performance. So it's okay. It's good. So, are you a team player? Can you work in
I'm
teams or do you
sorry.
work?
I
Yeah.
cannot hear you.
Are you a team player? Can you work with teams or do you prefer working alone?
Hello.
Hello? So,
Hello.
yeah, yeah. Hello, lovely.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Are you a team player? Can you work with teams or do you prefer working alone?
Yes. Despite the fact that I prefer working alone, I can also work at as part of a group. So as I previously stated, I am a social person who can work in any given situation, which includes working in a team.
That's really cool because you have to really be flexible and you have to be a team player because we are a digital agency. You would be added on our team, and there would be social media managers also and other service providers who would be. And of course, you would be an assistant to your CEO. So you have to know how to really communicate well. So that's good. And last two questions from my end. What is your long term goal as a freelancer, Lovely?
Yeah, so my long term ambition is to become a graphic designer and a social media marketing expert. Also, my goal as a freelancers are the following. Number one is developing my talents in what I've already begun. Number two is continue to develop a high quality of service and of services. And third is become a top rated freelancer. And number four
Okay. Okay.
is,
Number four.
yes, open my own agency. Who knows soon? So I believe
Wow.
in paying it forward, and if I am able, I would gladly support people who are interested in starting freelancer career. So that's it.
Okay, so that's good because as soon as you're if ever you will be onboarded on this team, you would have that experience to how to handle a social media agency of your own. So that's good. And last
Thank
question would
you.
be since this would be a starting role for you, but since you have mentioned to us that you're already working, how are you taking negative feedback from your clients?
Yeah, to be honest, negative feedback provides us with an opportunity to provides me an opportunity to improve my chosen profession and grow professionally. So I always try to evaluate negative feedback to see if it's true. So I come up with a solution to fix it. So if something is unclear, I ask and inquire about the source of that feedback. So as a result, I can better myself and be more adaptable to the challenges come on my way.
That's really good. So again, that would be all from my end, lovely. So I don't have any questions. So do you have any questions about the project or to me?
Yeah, I do have three questions. What would be the ideal start date if I will be hired for the
Okay.
position?
Yeah, that's a good question. So as soon as we end this call, I would talk to my to our CEO regarding your interview results, and also we want a copy of your portfolio so that we can also check the quality of graphics that you have
Mhm.
created already. Because that's one of the major roles that you are going to do is to create contents. And you have seen we are an agency where we level up the brands of our of our clients. So we wanted someone who's really into branding and design. So we wanted to see your portfolio. And again, and after that, as soon as we have your results, I guess in a day or two, we can email you your the results of your job status. If you're hired, we are going to onboard you right away, and we're going to send you all the tools needed for you to start already.
Yeah, I do have another question. If yes, can you tell me more about the job than other than the job description that I already read in your posting
Okay.
job
So,
posting?
yeah. On it is clearly stated that on the job post you are going to be the social media assistant of our CEO, and that is really to manage the social media platforms of our company, Owl and Five. But um, it really depends on where we see that you're fit for this kind of task, that you're good on this task. We can just give you a task that if you are comfortable in working with this and you're really good on working on this, we can see if we can give you more tasks. We can increase your hours and more tasks like administrative tasks, email marketing, organizing files, and encoding, researching. That's more than the job responsibilities that you're going to do every day. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, thank you so much for that enlightenment. And this is the last one. So
Okay.
how do you measure success in this position, and how does it look like? Because I really wanted to grow and to be, my goal is to be a top rated freelancer, and I hope to end it with your company. So
Yeah,
yeah.
sure. Yeah, we measure success, I guess, in the first 1 to 3 months. We can not really right away expect results from you, like increase in followers, increase in clients, because you'll be going to manage our social media platforms. When it comes to really establishing our social media platforms, we want to double up our marketing efforts. So that means increasing followers and more inquiries, inquiring about our agency. So I guess that's it. We can really see that your contents would generate sales and would really increase the followings and engagements.
Mhm.
That's it.
Oh, I see. Thank you. Thank you
So,
again.
yeah.
Thank
So
you so
thank you
much.
again, lovely. So thank you so much for your time. I'm impressed by how you've answered the questions, but we will update you as soon as possible regarding your job status. So good luck and good night. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am Therese, for that
Okay. So
question and answer.
you're going to end the call, or I'll be
I'm going to stop.
stop. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
hold on.